Welcome back to the Blue Chip Breakdown, Vols fans. It's day number 11 of the fall camp on the eve of the second scrimmage of fall camp, and we're getting closer and closer to season time, to football time in Tennessee. Officially, I know everybody's really excited. A couple of notes from today. Obviously, Cooper Mays is still out. Probably won't see too much of him until we get a lot closer to the season. Hopefully, at least we can see him getting a few reps before the season kicks off. But like I said, I don't think that we're even going to see him playing until maybe, hopefully, that Florida week. So, also, Gabe Judy Lally was in a Ray jersey today. I'm not sure if he participated in practice at all, but that's a little bit concerning. Hopefully, it's nothing major. Hopefully we can get him back healthy really soon, because we're definitely going to need him. He's been a versatile player for us so far. They've tried him out at corner, at star. And, I wouldn't be surprised if they gave him a shot at safety at some point here if we can't get the safety thing figured out. Also, Omar Norman Lott was limited today. He did some reps inside, didn't do a whole lot of the physical work. So hoping that he can be healthy as well. I know that was an issue with him when he was at Arizona. When he was at Arizona State. I know that he kind of had some injury issues, but there's nothing to be too concerned about, guys. I think that we are in good shape. Offensive line looks really good. Seeing these guys right here going through like a makeshift shoot drill, some board work, just driving bodies out of that hole. And I think that this is going to be a place where we're really going to be dominant this season. I've said it several times, but probably going to be leaning on that running game a little bit more. And, that all starts up front. I think that we'll probably see more carries per game than we saw last year. And we averaged about 200 yards per game. So we did a great job on the ground. Some of that, obviously came from Hendon Hooker. He didn't run a whole lot, but, I just feel like we've got more able bodies there at running back this season. Last year, we had Princeton Fant that we would use in some situations, but, we've got 5 or 6 true, pure running backs that can all ball. So I think that will help to take a little bit of the pressure off of Joe Milton. Obviously, there's a lot of hype surrounding him. There's Heisman hype, a bunch of trophies and accolade hype. And I think that he is a great player, and I think that the sky is the limit with him from a talent perspective. He just isn't the same type of a quarterback that Hendon Hooker was last season, where he's going to, I guess, make plays for you. You know what I mean? Like, to extend plays. He doesn't really use his legs outside of the pocket very much. He doesn't really use his legs a lot in the pocket. So that is a little bit of a concern for me, hoping that, either he can find that extra gear or, add that versatility to his game where we can see him maybe get on the run some and make some plays happen, because at some point we're definitely going to need that, especially in these close games. Or we have a very dominant run game that can just, open up everything so much on the outside that Heupel and company can scheme it up and just make it really, really easy on us to continue to be as productive, if not more productive, than we were last year. So Andre Turntime, I've been hearing a lot of great things about him. Sounds like he's probably going to be a starter. Other news, other notes, really good news is that Wesley Walker and T-Mac are both back. So going to need both of them. Heard some rumblings before T-Mac kind of, started going through his little spurts of not really injuries, but I guess bumps and bruises, that the coaching staff was considering moving him to one of the safety spots. I would definitely love to see that. Somebody else who has been on and off in practice this week is Christian Charles. He's another guy that's really versatile. He could play that star position. He could also play either of the safety positions. So I'm not sure what's going on there. I'm hoping that he's not getting discouraged from all of the depth that we have and all of the bodies, back there in the secondary. And I'm just hoping that his mind is right and that he's focused and that we can retain him, keep him on this team, because we definitely need him moving forward. I think he's going to play a big part in this team. Something else of note is that we did one-on-ones today with the wide receivers and with the defensive backs. Some of the, some of the constant things that I kept hearing, or I guess I kept reading in those notes, was players getting burned. And this was with our upperclassmen. I saw that maybe 4 or 5 times out of, like maybe 15 or so reps. 4 or 5 times players are getting burnt, and you never want to hear that. Sounds like the underclassmen performed a lot better in coverage, in the one-on-one man coverage. So, obviously that drill is really set up a lot more for the offense to win. You've got almost an entire field to be able to play with on offense, and you know where you're going with it. So, it's like 2, maybe even 3 if you want to count the field as a player against 1. But you still have to be able to win those battles and matchups. And right here, we see our defensive backs working on just staying on top of routes. They're about 4 yards off. This is no man's land to me. And I would only consider playing about that distance if you're playing a zone. If that's man, it looks like they're in a man turn technique. I don't agree with playing there. I believe that you need to either get up to the line of scrimmage and get physical to throw the route timing off to give yourself a chance in man coverage, or you need to back up even more. So, I'm not going to say that I know more than any of the coaches on our staff by any means, but, some of the things that's going on with our secondary definitely does make me scratch my head. I know that Coach Banks is going to get it figured out, though. It might take us into a few games to get it right, but we will definitely get it right. Linebackers look great, though. That's the great thing, is that football, especially defense, is all about front seven play, and our front seven is deep. We've got great athletes there. We've got mean guys, nasty guys. We've got a lot of older guys. We've got a lot of younger guys. So we're going to be just fine. Our defense should be good just based off of our front seven. And we've got the talent on the back end to be able to compete with anybody. I just feel like we may need to get a couple of things fixed in technique and maybe in our scheme to fit our personnel a little bit better. I'm not quite sure if man coverage is going to be where we want to be. And we didn't play a whole lot of that last season. So I think we'll probably see a lot more of what we saw last year, maybe a little bit more man. But anyway, we're going to be just fine. And that's it for this video, y'all. I really, really love hearing y'all's comments, man. Love hearing y'all's thoughts and, insights and things like that. Y'all bring a lot to this channel. So thank y'all for all of those of you who have been commenting on these videos. And I appreciate y'all watching. Please make sure to share it with your friends, with your family. Remember to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And we'll see y'all after the scrimmage. Thanks. Peace.